Afternoon, everyone. Eric here from Nomadic Fanatic. It is a warm day here. Welcome to Oatman, Arizona on Route 66. Yeah, we traveled up here with our friends Bob and Tam. Bob and Tam's Excellent Adventure on YouTube, my Harley friends. That's where the bus is at because you cannot bring anything over 40 feet up on this section of Route 66. It's also a very warm day, 110 degrees today. It'll be 112 tomorrow, so we got in their truck with air conditioning, and Diane and I and Bob and Tam, we're gonna go explore Oatman and meet some donkeys. Look at this.
It's like blocking the whole way.
We can't even get through, buddy. Donkey! Do you mind if I'll give you a pet? And then can I go by this way? I just needed to sneak by right here. Thank you. Oh, you're so nice, except you don't move. Good luck, Diana. Also here, this section of Route 66 from Topic, Arizona up to Oatman and then back around where you can't have RVs and stuff. It's the longest section of original Route 66 too. So glad we got to do it even though we can't bring the bus up here. We're still sharing it with you. So gotta come in here and grab an Oatman magnet. They got the donkey on that one. They got this one, but I think I want a rubber one. Here's the rubber ones. Yeah, I think it's gotta be this guy right here. Yeah, that's the one. You can feed the donkey, or you can buy food for the donkeys. I think they really want carrots, but they're kind of aggressive sometimes. Like if, oh, hi guys, where are you going? Somebody's got food. I don't know why. This guy's got a pretty big belly. He might not be hungry. Are you hungry? Do you want one? They're pretty, no. You want carrots?
No, he wants carrots.
This is all I got. It's carrot flavored?
No.
Okay. It does say there's a free haunted mine up here. Let's go check in with the prospector up here. Excuse me, sir. Where do we go to get to the mine? This way? Okay, this way, over here. An 1897 jail punishment cell. This is like the hole. Like if you're really, really bad, you can't even lay down.
Punish me, honey.
Okay, I punished you. There we go. Oops, it accidentally locked. I don't have.
Scary and loud.
I don't have the key though.
Oh.
Sorry, honey.
Wait, what?
Good luck.
No.
That's terrifying.
God, scary.
Oh, they got axe throwing here. $10 per bucket of axe. That's a really cool fire pit right there. That'd be nice at the property. We don't even have property. We might have property again, but all right. The haunted mine. Let's go check this out. See how good my camera does in low light. Oh, it smells funky down here. It smells. There's some old tools. It's definitely not cool like a mine. Like, what do they say? It's supposed to be like 60 degrees or something? No. It still feels very, very warm in here. And I guess that's it. You get to the end of the mine right here. One lonely miner's hat. Ooh, that wasn't very scary. Haunted, maybe? It might be haunted. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't feel anything.
Back out to civilization. Ooh, the saloon. And she says, come on in. Get your cold drinks. So here at Sugar Saloon, I see a couple of things. I was looking to see if there might be a penny press. They got the, for a good time, open the door for $1 thing. They got the test your strength skill to see how much you can pull on that. And right over here is a really old looking penny press. Look, they got burros on it. They got a bike. And they got the cowboy. Let's go in here. There's lots of stickers on the wall here. Oh my gosh, there are so many $1 bills on the wall that have been signed.
Okay, guys, can I get you guys started?
Wow, look at all the bills. They're everywhere, just dollar bills. Probably thousands of dollars in dollar bills on all the walls. Huh. The donkeys might be the best part of Oatman. Like,
I agree. I
just,
love the
you get to just
donkeys.
see lots of donkeys. There's also the
And they're all colors.
the Oatman Hotel from 1902. And there's some famous people from here, Bob?
Yeah, but they're probably, most people wouldn't know because they've been dead for a long time. So it's more like your grandparents.
Beavis and Butthead.
No, I can't even pronounce their names. Garbo.
Lombard and Clark Gable.
Yeah.
Clark Gable. Oh, okay.
So you can go upstairs and see a room, but the whole thing's not open. They only got a window you can look in, but you can still see the bed and everything.
Well, this is the old hotel, though. Yeah, it's the Gable Lombard Honeymoon Suite is upstairs. Squeaky, creaky steps upstairs. This is the historic Oatman Hotel. Oh, wow. Somebody's been collecting a lot of stuff up here. Huh. And this is it. Oh, yeah. Clark Gable. Their honeymoon suite here. That's kind of cool that they kind of just preserved it. I mean, you can't get more famous than that, right? You can't do any better than that here in Oatman, Arizona. Cool. So if you want to come back for the 4th of July, they're going to do the egg fry sidewalk challenge to see how long it takes to fry an egg here in Oatman. That'll be fun. All right, we have made it to the top of the hill. This is basically the last building, but it's actually going to be worth it because they have a Zoltar. This will be my 3rd Zoltar experience on Route 66, and I would love to hear what he has to say and get me a fortune for $1. Feed me more money, you will have more
What are you
fortunes.
waiting for?
I put it in. Jeez, you grumpy pants.
My name is Zoltar
Yep.
the Gypsy,
Uh-huh.
and I have some words of wisdom to bring you
Please.
much happiness.
Please.
As you travel through this life, remember this. If you think you can, or you think you can't, you're right. Go ahead and let Zoltar tell you more.
There we go. Got it? He says, every adversity comes with a deep sea of opportunity. Within every challenge lies an ocean of possibilities waiting to be explored. As you navigate the waves of your travels, keep your gaze fixed on the horizon of opportunity. Thank you, Mr. Zoltar. That's a keeper. That's a keeper there. Okay, I'm still looking for a Harley shirt. We're going to finish this side of the road. There's a sign here that says, standing on the corner. It's a different corner, though. This is the Oatman corner. Chicago, 2,106 miles to go. And we have traveled 324 so far. So we got a ways to go still. I finally some information about what Oatman really was. It is a gold mining ghost town from the turn of the century. And it went through the Black Mountains and eventually became the Route 66 trip. So Route 66 kind of picked this. It was already established as part of the route. He's been waiting a long time to find a Harley t-shirt like me. Getting to my last store, still looking for a Centennial shirt. Oh, we got Doc Holliday here with Pain Relief Center. Can give you better balance, increased strength, energy, and more brain focus. Interesting. All right, so I'm just going to have them make me one because they don't have what I want. They have the 100-year Centennial here on the front of this one. I'm going to have them custom make that on the back and then have an Oatman sticker on the front. So that's cool. They'll just make you your own shirt in whatever size color you want and then put this on the front. All right, got some souvenirs, got some stuff. I think we're going to go back to Route 66, right?
Yep.
And
Do something to eat.
yeah, find a place to eat on 66 and cool down a little bit. You guys are probably used to this. I'm like, it's warm.
It's not moist.
No, not moist yet.
It's hard to be moist here because we have
Yeah, the dry heat is a lot different out here. All right, we made it down the winding, turning road back down here to where Diana and I had started. Just on the other side of that bridge is where we parked the bus and then dipped and go grab a bite to eat here at this Route 66 iconic spot here in Tupac, Arizona. So here's what it looks like. It's right on the Colorado River. There's a Route 66 mural right there, looking gorgeous. And it says they have a store. So maybe they have a magnet in here too. I love their lounge seats here where you can get a view of I don't think this is the Colorado River. I think this is like a feeder bay, like a little marina area here and stuff. But yeah, this is nice. Well, we're gonna sit down inside with the air conditioning. They do have the butt seats in here too. So this is our seat, and Bob and Tam were telling me that after we eat, that we can actually use the outdoor pool out here. Look at that. You got the river right there, and you got the pool right here. They built a hotel as well, so they got a lot of stuff going on here at this place. But before we hit the pool, it's lunchtime. Burgers and burgers. The salad, and Diana got steak.
Tri-tip
Steak, okay.
Big burger.
It is, yeah, that's like a half pound.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Oh my gosh, came in here to change into my shorts and look at the urinals in the men's room. That is hilarious. I was getting my shorts, let's go to the pool. Pool time!
Woo!
And we get drinks at the pool.
There you go.
Heck yeah, what a nice little treat after having some good food. Thanks guys, it's fun.
Thank you, Eric.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Without Bob and Tam telling us, I never would have known that place allows you to use the pool when you make a purchase. I don't know if you're allowed to just like come in and buy a beer and then go sit in there. Oh my gosh, the heat. You guys never, it's 110 right now. We were supposed to hit 112 today. I don't know if that's still coming, but 110 is just, you can just eat the heat. Like it's way different. I mean, it's not as miserable as the moist humidity down in the southeast, at least, but it is certainly just, if you've never experienced it, like you've never gone to Vegas in the summer, it is very strange. We're still not keeping in the bus, despite the fact that we have the bus plugged into 50 amp over there. We're up at 81 degrees when we came back, and that's without opening a single door all day. Just keeping the doors closed and both mini splits just rolling there. Yeah, we were not able to keep it from going above 80 degrees in there. I got the trailer doors open. We also, Bob and Tam took us by Needles. That's the one that we skipped because it was just too hot. And so we got to drive through Needles, California, which is the last town on Route 66 in California before you cross the bridge. So we got to take some pictures. The city really embraces the Route 66 culture. We even found a shield on the ground for the first time that said celebrating the 100-year centennial. So it was a brand new painted shield on Route 66. And almost all of the businesses had something to say Route 66 on them or the 100 years. We even saw a couple 250-year America celebrations in the stores. Needles is a neat town. We missed the Wagon Wheel restaurant was the one I wanted to eat at. But, you know, like I said, there's some things we had to cut and change from this trip just because of the crazy weather here in the Mojave Desert.
The next day.
Good morning, everyone. It's very pleasant here. It is 6:13 in the morning. The sun is up, but it is definitely not hot. It is only 84 degrees here. It's 6:13 in the morning. I brushed off Silverback here, got her all looking good for our ride here. Shortly, I'm gonna put camera up on the handlebars and we are gonna go finish this section of Route 66 up through the Sidewinder. Bob and I maybe grab a bite to eat up there and get a magnet somewhere up there, and then we can officially mark this one off our bucket list so that when we leave in the bus, as we detour around the section that won't allow the bus up there, we won't have missed anything as we connect into Kingman in my next video. So, bike ready. Let me pack some extra sunscreen. I have a layer on me already. I'm not gonna wear my leather vest today because, again, it's gonna be 112 degrees. I don't think it's quite that hot up past Oatman because we're a little bit higher up in elevation. But when we get back here, it'll be hot again, so. I'm still looking forward to this. I'm not afraid to ride in very, very hot conditions. And I will mention, I haven't sweat at all since it's a very dry heat. It's much, much different than the humidity heat. Like even 90 degrees down in Mississippi was worse than 109 degrees dry here. I don't sweat in this, and that's doesn't mean it's not uncomfortable, but yeah, I'm just looking forward to the ride. I just want to ride. We're at the top. Let me go get a picture by that Route 66 sign real quick. That's a pretty good little ride there, Bob. The Sidewinder past Oatman.
We're not all the way through yet.
So you can see why they don't advise RVs and they have the 40-foot restriction.
Yeah, you could make it just be you'd be in somebody else's lane coming around those turns.
Yeah, I think it'd be very terrifying with the rocks on one side and then a blind curve.
Yep.
That's a great view. There is a Centennial sign up here we just pulled off at. We are at the top of Sitgreaves Pass at elevation 3,550 here in Mojave County. And yeah, that's a new sign, guys. 1926 to 2026. Fantastic. There's where we just came from down there. It's about an 8-mile uphill ride switchback. It's called the Sidewinder from Oatman there. Fun little ride. We're gonna hit the, I think it's called the Cool Springs Station, a Route 66 icon right before Kingman, and finish this little trip. It's already starting to get warm, guys. It's getting warm. That's a nice little ride right there. It is like 2 minutes before 9 a.m. and Cool Springs Historic on Route 66 is just opening up. So just in time for a snack and a drink. When we came down the Sidewinder, there was a sign. Let me show you this over here. That'd be a great magnet, t-shirt, pin, patch. I survived the Sidewinder, 191 turns, 8 miles, no guardrails, the Arizona Sidewinder. Bob's over there vlogging for his channel, Bob and Tam's Excellent Adventure. I'll put a link in the video description. You got to watch them. They do great motorcycle videos and gearing up for motorcycle rallies like Sturgis and stuff. The sign does say that they have snacks for your road trip, cold drinks, jerky, t-shirts, gift shop. I absolutely love that rock formation right there. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but they put the American flag out here in the morning when they're open. They got an old truck that says Cool Springs painted over something that looks like it used to say Wrights. A pickup truck. And then this is new for the Centennial. 1926 to 2026, 100 years of Route 66 painted on the side of this trailer. Looking awesome. They got a couple fun photo ops here. They got the 66 where you can put your head through here. They got, it says the real Radiator Springs here with Lightning McQueen up there. And look at this place. I love it. They got patches out front. Oh my gosh. What? Oh, there's a kitty. Hi, baby boy. Hi, Guy. Are you the resident kitty? Hi, Clyde. Hi, Guy.
More coming. He's got a bunch of cats.
Oh my goodness. I have found the cats. Hi, Misty.
Bonnie and Clyde, our litter mates.
Hey, Guy. They're just a baby.
Adorable.
I'm just a baby. Yeah. They are great cats. Beautiful.
You gotta keep all the mice out. You keep all the
Hard
mice
workers,
out.
yes.
Yes, hard work.
Yeah, so they got some patches here. They got I Rode Mine Oatman 2026, so they can commemorate that. They got this cool patch here too that says Oatman 2026. There's some pictures on the wall from different movies that were actually filmed here. Like that one is Universal Soldier in 1991. And Bob was telling me that they actually burned this place down and then rebuilt it. All that was left was the brick. So they burned it down in the movie. That's crazy. There's another shot of the explosion. Our claim to fame or shame. That's sad. It actually burned down in 1966. They didn't burn it down for the movie. They burned down a mock version of this building in 1991, just so you know. That's good. There is a ginormous wall of patches and magnets. Y'all, look at this. Oatman Cool Springs, an entire back patch for your vest. That is great, and I have not seen anything like this. America's Main Street Route 66 100th anniversary patch. That is a first on this trip. Of course, I love the Oatman specific patches too. Diane and I do travel with patches, collect patches and put them on our vests. So, in fact, this might be my favorite magnet. It's a wood magnet that says the real radiator springs, like the sign out front, and it shows cool springs. So if I don't see a better one, actually, I'm gonna get two because this one says Sidewinder, 191 turns. I mean, it'd be better if there was a picture of a motorcycle. Oh, there is a motorcycle right there on top by the donkey. And a classic car. I'm gonna get both of these ones. I'm gonna stock up, guys. I'm also gonna get this patch and the Sidewinder Route 66 with the rattlesnake in it. I got me a cold bottle of Coke right there, and these old gas pumps. Bob was pointing out the last price on there, 1.4 half. 1.4 half. So 14 cents, 14.5 cents.
Yeah.
Because that half
Maybe
cent.
that's why it's a half. That makes more sense than saying 9/10.
Man, that's crazy. All right, so next we're gonna head down to Kingman for the bypass, which we're gonna save most of Kingman. Diana and I want to see that in the bus after this, but there's some stuff that we can do, some pictures we can take. It'll be our first shield that you can drive underneath the Route 66 shield. So I'll get Bob to take my picture on that.
Mother Road Harley.
Oh, that's right. We got to get a T-shirt at Mother Road.
Stop at the one in. So this will be your first one. You get to stop on Route 66.
Yeah. Get back on the bike here in a minute. All right, well, we're gonna pull in and get some lunch. Bob's got his bike here. He's got this cool little logo on the back. Bob and Tam's Excellent Adventure on the back, and I got Silverback parked next to this nice Chevy with a Route 66 shield there. We went across the street for the Centennial. They've moved the, you call it a drive-through arch, I guess? Yeah, got a picture of me in the driveway arch with Silverback. Now remember, I wanna save some stuff for when Diana and I are here in a couple days. So we're gonna try out Mr. D's. It's all turquoise and pink, 50s diner themed. That's gonna be a good spot, right? A Route 66 staple here. It's got that old school diner feel here, turquoise stools, a jukebox Coke stuff. This is great. Get a load of the menu on a vinyl, on a vinyl. That's fantastic. This is a great spot. Let's see what we're gonna do here. All right, they don't have tater tots here, but I did get me a mac and cheese bacon hot dog and fries, and Bob got plain burger and fries. That's how we're doing it here. Bacon burger, yeah. What a ride. What a ride, guys. It's a special little treat. As we were coming back, we passed the bank thermometer here, and it said 117. 117 degrees. Bob doesn't think it was quite accurate, but I think it was. I have never in my life experienced this kind of heat. I know that it can get up to 120, 25, 124, something like that. Never thought that I would survive riding my Harley in 117 degree weather, but here we are making the most of it on Route 66, and I couldn't be happier about it. We also, as a special little treat, did stop by and meet with Tam and Diana, and did go back to Needles as well to enjoy the wagon wheel. And I'm really glad that we did go back to Needles after all, and I got to see two awesome restaurants today. But there is so much more of Kingman to explore, which is about 10 to 15 degrees cooler than this area of the Mojave Desert. And that will be coming up in our very next video, guys. So thank you for watching. We will see you in 3 days. I want to give a big, quick shout out to a longtime friend of mine, James. You guys remember James from Wanderlust Estate? Yeah, he's not traveling in his RV right now, but he is converting a Honda Element to camp and live out his dream of getting back on the road. If you guys wouldn't mind, go shoot over to his channel, Wanderlust Estate. I'll put a link in the video description. Would love to have you guys back following his travels as well. He would really appreciate it. Tell him Eric, Nomadic Fanatic, sent you over there, and give him some words of encouragement, guys. I love seeing him back out there traveling and getting back to his original dream, even if it's not going to be in the GMC. I'll follow it. All right, I need to get back in there. I love you all. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.